Derrick Lewis is going to fight Ciryl Gane for the interim heavyweight title. Bellator just did an interim heavyweight title. It's the first one in their existence. This has got to be the 55th interim title for the UFC. They just pop those bad boys out. I know, and they just pop them out. It's like, oh, really? You know what? Boom, we're going to do an interim title. And hey, that's fine. I find it. I see the back and forth between Dana and Francis's manager and things like that, and you look and you go, the truth lies somewhere in the middle. It's there was obviously, hey, they wanted him by a certain time. He said that he could be there and ready at a certain time, and then something was said. Someone didn't read it the right way. They're going to go with it. They're not, But Dana again going after a manager. How rare! I've never seen this before. This is an amazing thing. For a guy that came up as a manager, because Dana was the manager of Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell, he hates managers. He just does not like them at all. So that's kind of funny. I love how what do you say? The dude is so full of shit.
Yeah, he said he knows exactly what's going on and isn't shocked at all. And he put shocked in quotes because this guy used shocked like 5 times in his first message to Dana. We told him several times this was coming. His management is incompetent, and hopefully Francis starts taking a look at new people to help his career. Did you see what what's his name, Markel Martin was saying? He was I saw it. Yeah. It's kind of like got those Joshua Fabia vibes where he's like, let's release everything, emails, calls, texts, everything. And I was just like, oh, I got cringe, man, because it's kind of like those Fabia vibes.
See, that sounds really good. It does. And there's times when it's really, it's Brendan Schaub pulled off the greatest one ever with Dana. It was just the best. And because, back then, Israel Adesanya was having fights, and Brendan Schaub made a comment about something, and then, Dana basically came out saying, don't ever listen to him. He couldn't fight. He got knocked out by everyone and all the stuff he said, which was wrong. It was just wrong for Dana to say. But, the response by Brendan was great. And the last thing being, this is not the way that Eskimo brothers act. And if you want to keep talking, go ahead. I will let everything out. And I knew exactly what he was talking about. I'm not going to say what it was, but you notice that Dana right away had no more comments for Brendan Schaub at that time because there was something really there. Well, you take a look at management-wise and what is done, in getting a fight together and stuff, and what is that? That's not for you to ever put out to the public. It's just stupid. It's stupid to say, and it's stupid to put that out as a threat to Dana and the UFC. Because look, the one person that's suffering in all of this is Francis. Here's a guy that he went and he did everything he was supposed to do. He fought his ass off. He came up in the rankings. He lost the title the first time in his first, chance at getting it against Stipe. Comes back, wins all of his fights, except for the Lewis fight, which was the worst fight ever. So him not fighting Derrick Lewis really doesn't bother me, even though I'm sure it would be a much better fight. But you go and you look and you say, man, he's done everything he's supposed to do. He goes back in there. He starches Stipe in a beautiful performance, does everything right. He will fight either Derrick Lewis or Ciryl Gane. He has no problem in fighting either one. He knows them both very well. And, he would do well. Obviously anybody can win in a fight, but right now Francis is doing very well, and he's a scary dude based upon he can hit you with anything that he throws, and it can put you out. So you've got to be careful with him. But here's the guy, man, he should be fighting. He should be this is his time to make big money. This is his time to actually put himself in a financial situation where he is set for life, and he's sitting on his ass, he's actually working out at the gym, but he's not getting ready for a fight that he should be getting ready because he is the righteous heavyweight champion. And they can have the interim. Really doesn't matter because whoever wins it, Derrick or Ciryl, they're not considered the champion. The champion's sitting over there. It's Francis. So, eventually they'll put those guys together. But it just puts the heavyweight title kind of in a position where it's awkward and it's kind of stifled and sitting there frozen it's going to be, Once these guys fight at 265, then there's going to be a couple more months. So you're looking at 6 to 8 to 10 months down the road for the real heavyweight title fight to take place. A little bit awkward.
100% agree.